Hello and welcome to the Stuck on Self-Love podcast. Stuck Designs is a successful nonprofit for girls and a clothing brand run by 5 young women from around the world. At Stuck Designs, we believe in self-love first because self-love is the dawn that marks the beginning of all the different kinds of loves and because it undoubtedly sustains success. This podcast shines light on strong and talented women who excel and persevere in life while bathing in abundant self-love. So if you're ready to keep it real, level up in all your inner work, creative business, and community impact, then you've come to the right place because we provide you with content that helps your soul glow and your mind grow. Thank you for pressing play. Let's dive in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Stuck on Self-Love podcast. I'm your host, Tazeen. Those that don't know me, I'm the blog and podcast manager for STUK Designs. Those that already do know, welcome back. Hi! So, how are you guys doing these days? What has life been like for you all lately? Because I feel like we've been collectively going through some things. Obviously, as a result of COVID, just turning things upside down, but also because of the lifestyle that we got so used to living that's fast-paced and laser-focused and no time to rest, just rushing to get from one place to the next. So there has been a lot of conversation recently about mental health and what our priorities should be and how to maneuver through obstacles, which is a great sign. These conversations are now becoming more and more common between friends and colleagues and the community in general. There's definitely a lot more involvement needed, of course, and a lot more improvement in this matter, but we have made progress in terms of awareness. There is so much power in conversation and in finding the right people to have such conversations with, to confide in. Not every person we come across is going to have the same mindset, values, and priorities as us, and we're most definitely not going to be able to click with every person we meet. A lot of the times we know in our gut, we get a feeling that something is off with this person or that this friendship isn't really right. And sometimes we actually can't even tell that something is wrong. Some relations just are not meant to be and do us harm even at times, not always because that person itself is bad per se or wrong, but because we're both just different from each other. And there isn't much we can do to bridge that gap. Our experience with them could be bad, but they might be an absolute delight to someone else. And then, well, some people just haven't worked out their own issues and so in general cause inconveniences to everybody and not just us. Either way, your growth is hindered. Being aware of the people around us and knowing the kind you want to be surrounded with is important. The right kind of people, the right community is going to lift you up, is going to hold you accountable for your mistakes, encourage your talents, provide support, and always have your back. Honestly, this applies everywhere, friendships, business, or any other aspect of your life. Let's talk about our organization, for instance, STUK Designs. If you've been following us for a while, you probably already know a lot about us. If not, you can actually go ahead and listen to our very first podcast episode and then a few other ones like episode number 4, which is me talking to STUK founder Brett one-on-one about her journey and what is essentially STUK's journey in detail. You'll know about the ups and downs of this organization since the very beginning and a lot of the shifts that have since happened. All of that has led us to our current position where we have a team that is versatile, dedicated, cooperative, and very in tune with one another. And that shows in the results that we are able to put out. That shows in our company's growth. And here's the thing. It's not that you're always going to see eye to eye and precisely agree with everything. That is never possible and also not very healthy. Of course, it is important to be on the same level overall, but it's not always going to be possible. And those moments of slight differences, being respectful of each other's opinions and ideas and situations is also very crucial for the system to work. And like I just gave the example of our organization, that's where a team does. which is what helps to run everything smoothly. We are open to new ideas, we make room for each other, we compensate, and we have good compatibility, and that is what has helped us grow. All persons that are and have been associated with STUK in the past as well have always pushed towards growth. And our community includes everyone from you guys listening to this episode, our listeners, to our donors, our readers, followers. We've all been able to make this community a safe space for open and vulnerable conversations and to provide support for each other. This is the power of a good community. Like I said, we're all here to lift each other up. Because life is not easy. And yes, while being independent and self-sufficient is important, having people around that genuinely care for you is equally crucial. Self-love, something that our organization revolves around and what we talk of all the time on here, is something that comes from within, from inside you. It teaches you your worth and what you deserve. So once you know that, you will know if you're being treated right, and you will know what you need to grow and flourish. You'll be able to let go of any toxicity in your life and find people that care for you and ones that you want to care for as well, ones deserving of all the love and energy that you have for them. While self-love and knowing your worth is something that is being spoken about very frequently nowadays, I suppose people still find it hard to actually implement that in their lives, myself included. It's no easy feat, but a lot is actually riding on it. Take workplaces, for instance. There are so many people on social media and also everyday life expressing their disappointment over the treatment they receive in their workplaces, whether it is racism they face, or sexism, discrimination, and bias on any other grounds. Once rightly aware of their self-worth, find better opportunities and leave to some place where they're actually acknowledged. That's the right thing to do. But of course, there are many to whom the option to leave is almost an unattainable luxury. Because these are often people whose entire livelihood depends on the one job or the multiple jobs that they're doing, who are sole earning members in their families and have so many people depending on them. If they leave, there aren't many other places open to hiring them. So no matter how terrible of a treatment they receive at their workplace, they stay. No one deserves to be in that position. This extends to other areas of life as well. People are often stuck in toxic situations and are not able to leave because of numerous reasons. That's where the community, the people around, need to step up and do whatever it is in our hands to support, provide means and resources so that the person is finally able to help themselves get out or make their circumstance easier. Like I said earlier, being self-sufficient is important, but you can't do this alone. Everyone needs a little help now and then. That's when having the right people around you comes into play. Plus, when you are growing and are happy, having people to genuinely celebrate with and share your happiness with is always a great thing. So I hope that we can love ourselves and those around us, show up for ourselves and for those that need support, let go of all that's holding us down, and bloom together. As always, our DMs and comment sections on our Instagram are open to wholehearted conversations, and the blog is open to submissions on self-love, art, mental health, and feminism. That's all for this episode. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the very end. If you're still here, I love you all so much. I'll see you very soon in another one. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. You can visit our website www.stukdesigns.org to shop our merch, make donations, join our blogging team, or be a part of our affiliate program. See you in our next episode. Love and light from us to you.